you're not on. I'm hearing you. I'm not hearing you. Can't hear you. I'm not seeing anything yet. I got one.
We're good now? All right. Good morning, Swirly Nation, and welcome back to the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. For Game 5 of the Challenger Series, the final, the ultimate, the last game of the weekend. Here, from Edge Ice Arena, it'll be the Chicago Mission taking on your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Welcome again to the broadcast, color commentator Colby Armstrong. Colby, 4 games into the season, getting ready for Game 5. What can we look forward to here this morning?
Well, I think it's fair to say that it's been a heck of a weekend for these young men. 4-0 so far. We've seen it all. Big saves, big penalty kills, a power play starting to come together, a penalty shot last game by Filiaggi, a massive comeback in Game 3. We've kind of seen a little bit from everyone here early in the season, Jeremy. I'd also like to say we've got the comment section. We're going to get interactive with Swirly Nation here. I'll be reminding you, you can send in some questions, rip it up in the chat for Jeremy and myself. We'll get to those questions maybe during the intermission.
Yeah, any questions you have for us, send them out on the YouTube chat. We'll try to answer them for you. Here we have Jack Reel flying up the left-hand side, cuts back to the middle, fires a backhander, short side, it misses. Rebound gathered in by Evans. Starting a lineup for today for the Pens Elite in net. They go back to number 1, William Hanner. On defense, 88, Brennan Kaminsky, and 90, Tino Villela. Your right wing, number 11, Jack the Real Deal, Jack Reel. At left wing, number 10, Luca Filiaggi. And your center, number 43, Cameron Evans. A great scoring opportunity right there for the Mission as they got the puck to the front of the net, whacking away, but Hanner equal to every one of those. I think there were 3 high-end saves on that play. And we're going to have our first penalty. This has been an issue, Colby, for the Pens Elite. And
I am unsure once again of what this call may be. I've seen Armstrong.
We're getting a tripperoo.
On Armstrong? I know he got swiped out of the way against the boards.
And it looks like as he was down, he swung his stick and got the feet.
They let the hit go, but they don't like the trip as Armstrong, minute and a half into this game, will be sitting for a minute 30. I like the jump so far to the Pens, but here they go. They've had to be good on the penalty kill all weekend. And they've got the usual mainstays out there in the 5-on-4 situation.
That's right. We'll see Sproul with Paris. Star and Julius. They've been good on the penalty kill, but have had to be good maybe a little bit too much. Getting penalties under control will be something we've got to take a look at. Puck fired down the ice by the Pens, far enough for icing. Again, in youth hockey, it is not permitted to ice the puck on the penalty kill, so they will call the icing and bring it all the way back to the Penguins' end.
And of course, with that fresh ice, there's no chance for it to kind of hit some air brakes on the way down with Stars clear, and the face-off will come all the way back.
And we've got the Mission keeping the puck in at the blue line. Shubin Carter up front on the PK now. Kaminsky and Ofterhide, your defense pair. Again, the Pens a little shorthanded this weekend without Austin Wu and David Merlot getting injured in the first game, and it hasn't been able to really play since. Here's a lead pass for Carter. He's in at the left. He's got Shub. Sends it in towards the net. Trickles in, and it's stopped and held. A short-handed chance there for the Pens elite.
Carter looks to be banged up on the play. He's nursing something with his leg here as he skates off. A fast break up the ice. And almost woulda, coulda chance short-handed. Yeah, shout out to Austin Wu. I know the boys miss him. I'm probably listening back home. Watching intently on Swirly TV here, Jeremy.
Penguins short-handed, centering one. Did that get through?
No,
It did not.
it.
It did not get through. A centering pass from Evans to Filiaggi, and another prime scoring chance short-handed for the Pens elite.
These loud Mission jerseys, he just seemed to get his jersey on it.
As Colby mentioned, Mission in neon green. Off the skate at Chang goes the puck. Neon green jerseys, black pants with the neon green striping, neon green socks with black and gray stripes, black helmets. As the Mission working into the offensive zone, it comes off of Ofterhide. And Hanner there to make the save. Deflected in off the Pens defenseman.
Hanner positionally just stellar coming across. There's no open holes. He has the bottom of the net covered. How many times have you seen that in hockey as well? Centering pass, great across, hits off a skate, an own goal situation as Ofterhide gets a stick on it.
Here the Mission cleared all the way past Miller at the point. It'll be into the Mission zone, and the penalty expires on Armstrong. Penguins back to full strength as Real pressures and Filiaggi follows on. Your Penguins in there, reverse retro whites with Pittsburgh diagonally across the chest. The black and gold pants, the white socks with the gold and black stripes, and the iconic gold Pittsburgh Penguins elite helmets. Face off coming to the right of Hanner. We're about 3 minutes deep into the game. Pens already killing a penalty. Let's try to prevent that from happening too often. As Evans will line up, he's got Sproul and Armstrong with him. Ofterhide and Star, the defense pair. The Mission win the draw, but Ofterhide cuts it off, and Armstrong able to clear it out of the zone. William Sproul to give chase with the puck pressure. The Mission work it to the right side, cut off there by Evans, looking for Sproul. Mission regain and will reverse to try to exit the opposite side. A one-on-one play there, won by the Penguins. Sticks Ofterhide. Now Armstrong gets it back to Ofterhide. Evans looks for Sproul. Sproul not ready for the pass, and it trickles into the corner where the Pens will go to work looking to battle. Evans cuts off the breakout attempt once, twice. The third time is enough for the Mission to get it up through center. Ofterhide there again with the stick as Sproul skates into it. Carries into the offensive zone, right-hand side, gets a bit of a hook. He's got a big shot, gets to the middle, and it's knocked off of his stick. Unable to get control with Shub, and back come the Mission. They fire one into the opposite corner. I can tell you from the Pens games against the Mission in the past, these will be fast-paced. The Mission are a great team. They move the puck incredibly well. They're quick, they can match the speed of the Penguins, and they're incredibly talented. Shot off of Hanner on the outside, gathered in by Villella. He centers it, but right to a Mission forward who snaps one off. That was O'Gara with the shot.
It's previous to the Mission getting down in the pen zone here. I don't know about you, Jeremy, but anytime Sproul kind of gets into that shooting area or those high danger areas, I get to the edge of my seat as we know his shot is so big. Can he get it off in those situations? But the Mission come down with a great chance of their own the other way.
Shub with a bit of a body on the boards as the Mission play it in behind. Things will get more physical the older the kids get. So squirts, you know, they call a bit more, and you know the physical stuff here in Pee Wee, they're going to give them a little more leeway because in 2 years you get the full contact. Pens clear it all the way down. It'll be Waldeck for the Mission, but he's under siege. Banking it off the boards, it's stopped by Starr. He'll put it in the opposite corner. We've got Parrish, Carter, and Shub going to work here. Parrish with the pressure, lifted over the stick of Carter, but he'll come out with it. On his backhand, trickling one in, that's blocked off by the Mission's Cooney. Great player there, we've seen him a bunch. And they'll right back out into the Pens end, where the Pens swarm the puck. It's been what we've seen a lot of, swarming at the blue line. Puck played by Carter to Shub. Shub diving down to the ice. Got a bit of the feet, not going to get the trip call there, as Evans works hard, pressures. Puck comes free, shot from Cooney, blocked by Evans, and he's back the other way. How's that not interference? But a 2-on-1 develops, Real to Filiaggi. Filiaggi to the back of the net. And the Penguins take a 1-0 lead. Evans through the neutral zone, taps it forward, gets interfered with, but Jack Real right there to pick up the puck. Find Luca Filiaggi, and holy guacamole, it's 1-0 Penguinis.
Guacamole, that's the color of these Mission jerseys, Jeremy, but what a play through the neutral zone. It's almost like you wanted, I know, interference, but when you can suck a player in like Cam Evans does and make that little pass by with an overload forecheck through the neutral zone, they end up with that 2-on-1. Real right on a platter to Filiaggi, who continues his hot streak and finds a hole through the Mission goaltender. Excellent execution.
On that play, you see a lot of small area games for these kids in practices, all the way up. I'm sure you guys did them a lot all throughout your career, Colby. Those small area games, a lot of, hey, we're going to start 3-on-2, and the object is to make that 3-on-2 into a 2-on-1, and ultimately maybe into a 1-on-0, and that's exactly what we saw on that play.
That's what we saw right there. It's interesting to see it translate to the big ice because they do a lot of work small ice. So important to have those skills.
Mission work it into the offensive zone. Miller at the point. Looks backside for Chang. He centers a puck in front, hits the feet of a teammate. They whack away at it. It does come free. Woods whacking at it now. Heinrich. Heinrich sent one wide. He's a heck of a young player as well. One we're going to want to keep an eye on. And Mission is full of them. Miller, Heinrich, Chang, all great hockey players. And you can see what they can do here. Wood cuts off the boards. Maybe got a little bit of a stick there, but again, Pens, no call. They've had plenty of calls so far in this tournament. So it's Heinrich controlling offensive zone against Villela. He recycles it back below for Chang. Chang and Julius do battle. Heinrich comes away with it. It's all Mission right now after the Penguins' goal. It's cleared up, but not out by Julius, kept in by Miller. Chang, Miller. Backside for Heinrich, can't get it off. Villela there with he does get a shot off, and Hanner equal to it with the glove, but kept in again. This one in on Handman, great job putting it into a corner, out of danger zone there. Pens will do battle on the wall, it's Julius, now Armstrong. Can Armstrong clear? He will. It might get in on net, otherwise it'll be icing. It looks like, it was gonna be icing, goaltender plays it. Penguins get a change. Evans with the pressure.
Great chip by Mission.
And that line's still on the ice. Could the Penguins take advantage of a tired Mission team here? Heinrich with the puck, played up for Woods. Cutting in front of him, Carter. Now Ofteride as the Mission do get a change. Ofteride carries it up over the blue line, takes a stick, able to maintain control, looks for Shub. It's just in front of him, but finds the Mission corner. Penguins need to get on the forecheck here. Three guys kind of hanging back. Carter chases after it. Evans cuts it off and works it in behind for Cooney. He wraps around off the stick of Alonzo. Kept in at the blue line briefly by Ofteride. And Shub will follow on, tapping it forward. That's brought out by Alonzo again. Evans there with the pressure, breaking things up.
Amazing
Now
with the forecheck, Jeremy, to watch them. A little confusion of who goes, who doesn't go. Early in the season, they'll have to figure, those rotations out. But, sometimes it's just your job to be there to disrupt, to make them force a play quicker than they'd like. And, create some havoc on those forecheck situations. Also important. We know the forecheck, how important it's been for a lot of teams when we've seen so far this weekend. We're getting some comments on the chat, Jeremy. It's nice to see. Let's go Pens. Yeah, Pens. Judy Zaremba.
That's Preston's beanie right there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Always watching. Always on every broadcast. We love the support. Now the Pens come out 2-on-1. It's Paris and Real. Real around Alonso. Paris around Alonso. Gets the shot in. It's loose, and he'll gather in the puck. Paris back for Real. Great scoring chance there for the Pens. Power move by Paris. Pens control the puck in the Mission zone. Centering feed. It's trickling out front and getting on top of it. Goaltender Woodward.
Filiaggi so good down below the line. One supporting and getting open. Able to move his feet off of piles, Jeremy, and then the ability also to find seams and find layers of players on the attack. He's so dangerous from behind the net.
Jack Real steps into this circle, taps it forward, looking for looked like a set play off the faceoff called by Coach Ray Conway. High up off the glass, and the Mission able to exit the zone. Chasing after it, Cooney, cut off by Villela. Back to the point, but kept again by the Mission. This is where they'll be dangerous. They can set up in your end. We've seen it a couple of times already. Pens are going to have to work to clear, and it does. And we'll have an offside play. Yes. I'm not even going to try that last name. Mick. First name Mick. We'll go with Mick. Steps in offside.
Interesting two-man reffing system here, Jeremy. Closer than it might have appeared for such an easy offsides call. Good eye.
O'Gara carries it into the offensive zone, battled with Starr. Evans there to break it up. Now Starr will come out, chips it off the boards. Another potential interference. And it's going to go on Starr. That's ridiculous. They're going to send both of them. I mean, clear interference there by the Mission on the dump, but they're also going to get Starr for maybe being a bit aggressive on a rough.
I don't know. I think they should have just let that play go. Starr coming up the ice, full head of steam. The defenseman did a good job on the chip. You can't do much in that situation. No clutching, grabbing. Could have been more of an interference than anything, but Starr just overpowers him. The guy's a tank.
Is that just more of a results kind of thing?
I think
the
it's
kid
a
ends up on
results.
his hands, so
it's
they're gonna
either
call Starr.
interference or it's nothing in my eyes. I would have just liked to see it let go. I don't like that he interfered with him, but you can't call a penalty on both guys in that situation.
So 5-on-5 hockey here. Coincidental minors at 4:38, so the players can come out at 3:08. That can be a dangerous situation and stuff like this, though, because in youth hockey, sometimes we'll go all 4:30 without a whistle, and those kids are off the ice for a third of the period. Pens keep it in. It's off their eye. Slapping one towards the net. Blocked by the Mission, and back they come up ice. O'Gara in onside. He's got Keefe with him. Keefe to O'Gara. O'Gara cycles up the wall. Cuts to the middle. Penguins, without a bit of pressure, as they work it to Miller. Miller in front. Stop there. Cleared by Armstrong. But right to a Mission player who taps it up and over the shoulder of Hanner. So puck to the front of the net. Create havoc and get a stick on it. That's what we saw there.
O'Gara just wanted it more. Not one chance. Follows up for a second little tip shot. Armstrong collapsed from his right point down to clear the puck and just a little overpowered by the will of O'Gara down around the net. That angle shot just stayed with it. Great determination.
So 1-1 tie here. With about 4 minutes to play in the period, which, when you really think about the way the game's been played, it's pretty even. So it makes sense for the game to be even.
Well, you're right. This Mission team, once they get in that O-zone, a lot of movements with the puck coming up, carrying it from low to high, causing all kinds of confusion for the defenders of the Penguins in their own end. They're a tough team to check the way they move the puck and move their feet in the offensive zone.
This is the line that really had the puck pressure the last time for the Mission. Chang, Woods, and Heinrich. So they're back on the ice again. Miller on defense for them as the Pens pressure it. It's Carter. As Heinrich tips it in the zone and Villela gets to it. We're going to get a whistle here. They're going to call an interference this time on the Pens. So we've seen an interference not called, an interference called, and now another interference called. So the Pens back to the penalty kill right after a Mission goal.
A little bit of a battle heading towards a puck, a little loose puck battle on the way to it. I like the way, who's that, Tino Villela? Good defenders at Star. Who took that penalty?
That was Villela. So the Pens down 2 defensemen here. 2 defensemen in the box. Off-the-right gets to it, reverses it for Carter. Carter looks for Parrish, and Parrish skips out to center ice. Flying through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. It's 2 on 5 here. Short-handed, but Parrish able to control some time here off the clock. A great penalty killer here for the Pens. Actually, he sends one just wide of the cage, too. Great puck possession there. Able to run some clock and force what could potentially be an icing here, and it is. An icing on the Mission. And this will be good because this also brings Starr back into the mix. 3:04 to play, so his penalty's over. Evans wins the draw to Starr, who sends it back into the Mission zone, and they'll look to counter. Shub and Evans, Starr, and Kaminsky on the PK. Evans ends up with the puck, knocked off of his stick, and he'll tap it into the corner, running a bit more of that penalty time off. 40 seconds left on the penalty. Shub gives pressure as the Mission try to break out. It ends up just past the stick of Evans to Kaminsky. He'll send it right back into the corner. Another 10 seconds off the clock here. Evans tries to pick that one off. It skips just over his stick out to center for Starr. Starr off the boards to Evans. Evans battles on the wall, and he'll send it back in, and that'll end. That'll be, I'm sorry, not end. The clock's a little wonky here. I thought there was only 5 seconds left. There were actually 15, so we're down to 10 now. Starr gets to it high off the boards again. As the Mission do gain the offensive zone, sending one in front. There is a 10-beller save by Hanner. And here's Evans intercepting a pass. 2-on-1 with Filiaggi into the offensive zone. He looks. He'll shoot one. It skips wide. What a beauty of a save. Remember that one as Alderide gets to the puck. He dangles one, drives the offensive zone, snaps one glove side. It's stopped and held. Henriksen with the yawning net until the handman dives in front, making the stop, and the Pens have an offensive zone draw. Reel. Evans wins it to Reel, gets it to Alderide. Alderide rims it in behind. Banked off the stick of a Mission forward right to Filiaggi, who's able to get it to Reel on sides. They keep it in battle on the blue line. Reel dumps it to the corner. And they get, the fans are upset, and interference again by the Mission, not called. I will say, privately, there was a conversation had by one of the Pens coaches with one of the coaches from a Chicago team, not the Mission, who said, the Chicago teams have gotten the calls this weekend. He's noticed a clear differentiation in the officiating for Chicago versus non-Chicago teams. And that came from a Chicago coach, so that was interesting to learn from one of the Pens assistants here. As the Mission gain the offensive zone, it's Keith shooting off the side of the net. Filiaggi after it, but peeling off of it, a Mission player, and it's off the Pens defenseman. Alderide again covered by Hanner, who is having a day. Hanner saving a second Alderide chance. Colby mentioned earlier, happy birthday to Pens defenseman Dalton Julius. Mission win the draw. Get it to Miller. Miller turns it over to Parrish. Parrish works it back to the Mission blue line where he's pressured. It'll be Armstrong coming away with it at the blue line. Taken back from him by Heinrich. Heinrich winds it up at center, cuts through the middle. The big stick of Parrish gets in the way, and he'll play it back to the defenseman. Now Chang, dangerous player for the Mission. Intercepted by Parrish. He goes off the boards, but can't get it any further. And that horn will end period number 1, a 1-1 tie. Colby, what do we think about the first period of play? Oh, Colby has no microphone. So he has a lot of thoughts. You're just not allowed to know him yet. Recapping the period, a beautiful feed from a reel to Filiaggi, put the Penguins up 1-0. And then the Mission do what they do well, offensive zone possession time, getting the puck into the danger area, creating havoc, pops free, and they were able to net one past Hanner, who, let me say, has been the star of this game. A couple stops on some own goal opportunities, as well as a 10-bell highway robbery save late in that first period.
It's Mission team, Jeremy, as I get my mic sorted out. Nice skating team, though. They transition, hang on to pucks. They have poise on the puck in the offensive zone. It's going to cause all kinds of trouble today, I think, for the Pens with the way they can skate and move the puck and just defending and sorting things out. A good test for them in that regard when you look at the way both these teams match up. But as you mentioned, a save by Hanner, the highlight of the period, out of this world. Should be on every highlight reel tonight on your local broadcasts.
Might need to send that one off to the good people in Hockey Land. See if we can get that one featured on TV somewhere.
Get some slow motion effects on it.
Beauty of a save there.
Some music in the background always enhances the experience.
The Pens break the huddle around Coach Ray Conway. He's flanked by assistant coaches Chris Schub and Jason Julius.
Andy Kronz from our chat on the YouTube feed wants to ask you and I a question, saying, is Nick Paris been the best sound engineer you've worked with throughout your announcing careers? And that is, I think I speak for both of us, a resounding you betcha.
Oh, he's a beauty. Again, I don't think he's watched a single game in 2 years live because he's spending the whole time fixing all of our stuff. So we couldn't ask for anybody better. He's the reason this runs. As we start period number 3, it's Heinrich up the right. Pressured by Starr, centering pass, comes the whole way through. It'll be Armstrong getting there. He banks it off the boards, clears the zone. Waldeck comes away with it. No call on that. As Parrish now with the puck. Taken off of him by Woods. He'll circle back. Try to set up a break in here for the Mission. Skips over the stick of Heinrich. Gathered in by Starr. Starr with some speed. Goes around one, maintains possession. He's cut off by Wood, but it's in the zone, so the Pens look to go to work. Comes back to the point, Paris. Skips down the line. He's slew-footed from behind a bit. Wow, that was dangerous hit there. As the Mission come through, it's the birthday boy, Julius, to Villela. Villela to Evans, who gains the zone. He's got Carter. Evans dangles one in front, tries to center it to Carter, and it's just tipped off of the stick. The pass just tips off of a Mission defender as Carter's got it back. He'll shoot one, and that's off the chest and cover.
A relentless back pressure quickly by the Pens creates another turnover and ability to re-attack, and a shot by Carter from a bad angle, but that back pressure is so important. Get a little bit of everything that shift. Some tripping, some slew footing, some interference here and there. The crowd is getting riled up here.
Face off for Schub. Backed off the boards by the Mission. Pressure from Carter. And he'll end up with the puck at neutral ice. It's Villela battling there. Now Schub. Villela and Schub. Villela gets it deeper.
There's Shoot again. He's
And
like a
the puck
batter.
pressure by the Pens frees it up for Carter. His shot low to the 5-hole fought off by Woodward. And cleared by the Mission back to center. No further. It's up to Evans. Evans into the zone. Uses his body to protect the puck into the corner. Centers one in front. Gathered in by a Mission defenseman. Back pressure coming from Shub. But the Mission able to get it up to Drawn into the offensive zone where he's pressured immediately by Carter. Works it to Henriksen. The stick of Carter gets to it. He finds Shub, and it's a battle in the corner. Worked behind the net for Kaminsky. He spins around. Evans to Shub. Nice outlet pass there. Shub able to get it up through center, and he flips it into the offensive zone, icing if it's far enough, and it is. Pens will get a line change, and the faceoff will come the whole way back into the Pens end. I think they've carried the play here in the first 2.5 of the second.
I don't know about you. I'm feeling a little tension in this game. It's right there. It's like a pot of macaroni and cheese, Jeremy. The bubbles are brewing right to the top, but it's not spilling over. And that, to me, is a good hockey game when you have that feeling and that sense.
We'll get into the food talk here in a minute, but it's a great scoring chance for the Mission. From the point to the slot, another save by Hanner. The point shot, and he gets on top of it.
That's the way they scored their goal, Jeremy. Just a couple whacks around the net, and they kind of stayed with it. Once again, number 10, O'Gara out there for Mission, who scored their goal. And this line is just a determined line in those tough areas.
Cooney steps in to take the draw against Paris. Backed off the boards to the point, pressured there by Filiaggi. And the Mission turn it back. They have a guy backside. Hanner gets the stick on it. Now Real blocks a shot. Penn's got to be careful on that backside. Another pass in front. O'Gara again with a great scoring chance. Hanner equal or better to that one. Well, bettered on that one as it comes up the boards. Paris skates into it. 2-on-1 develops with Filiaggi. He'll snap one up. It skips wide of the net. He's banked off the boards in behind Filiaggi, able to get to it on the half wall. But back come the Mission. 3-on-2. The Real back checks to make it a 3-on-3. They possess. Centering pass. Skips through. Evans will get there. Evans off the wall, gets control, carries through center, cuts to the middle, creates another 3-on-2 here into the feet of Real. Real turns up, fires one in on net. That's blocked, but he'll stay on the puck. Banking it off the boards. Kaminsky keeps it at the blue line, sends it to the middle, nobody home, and the Mission sends somebody off. It's Keefe getting behind, chasing to the corner. Villela there to defend, centering pass. Kaminsky sends it to Evans. Evans off the boards and out of the zone, finding Armstrong at center. Armstrong completing a change. He loses possession. Evans follows on. The Mission send it all the way in, and it will be icing. An exciting 2 minutes there as the Mission take a little bit of control back.
Going back a few minutes, that O'Gara line, once again, with all kinds of pressure. And Hanner's been a big topic of conversation this game with his play. His awareness on that centering pass as a Mission forward all alone in front to get the poke check on it as well.
Evans on the draw, ties up a bit as it pops free to the backhand of Armstrong. He'll use the point man, Villela. Back to the corner, and behind the net, it's Evans. Evans taps it to Armstrong. He's got space. He comes out from behind, fires one. A second one skips off the side of the net. He wraps around, tries to center, unable to get it the whole way through. He's looking for Sproul there, and back comes Chang on Kaminsky. He'll drive wide to the outside. Chang sends one cross ice looking for Heinrich. This line will be dangerous as Kaminsky gets to the puck. Can he clear it up? All three Pens forwards were hoping so. And now the Mission with the puck blocked by Villela. They get to it again back in the corner. Pens need to take away space here. Sproul out to the point. Shot in. Wide of the net. Armstrong will do battle in the corner. Armstrong and Kaminsky. It comes free behind the net to Villela. He goes back towards Heinrich. Heinrich gets possession. Fended off by Villela. Puck high in the zone. It comes back to Chang. And it comes off Kaminsky and into the net. A hammered shot deflects off the Pens defenseman.
It's all kinds of pressure, board battles, Jeremy. We know how important those are. We've seen We've seen better chances, but this one just deflects up off of Kaminsky's stick, and it was like a launching ramp as it picks the top corner on Hanner. We got everything behind that, but with a little help to elevate the puck, nothing Hanner could do with a deflection like that.
Penn's trying to get it back. Trailing 2-1 as Carter cuts to the middle, cut off by the Mission, and back they come. Rappel into the offensive zone. Dangling. Getting it to the defenseman Miller. His shot blocked. Shub gets to it. He's able to work it to Paris. Paris up into the offensive zone. Some back pressure. He plays it in behind. Played nicely by Woodward, the goaltender. Now off the ride. Skips one in the middle. Stick goes flying of a Mission defenseman. But no worse for wear as the Mission drawn back through the offensive zone. He's pressured by off the ride. This is where the Pens can get in trouble sometimes if they can't get the zone exits. Carter able to do so.
Star getting to the net.
Star, the defenseman, tries off the ride, follows on.
Oh.
Pens activating the defense, and that's a dandy of a scoring chance and a better save by Woodward. The Mission showing their mettle. In net. We talked about Hanner Woodward getting his moments at the other end as well. Rappel looking for drawn. Cut off by Star. Banked off the boards out to center ice. It'll be an offside.
So many plays and so many things happen on those board battles at the offensive and defensive zone blue lines, or woulda, coulda, shoulda by Star as he's tried to battery ram his way up the boards. It just gets out over the line.
But he's able to get it out through center. Gogara with the beauty of a move, steps in, and he'll bury his second of the game. What a move by that young man coming down the right, dangling through a defenseman, breaking free for what would be a breakaway and beating Hanner.
Gogara with a nice play to get it through. Passed through a couple of Pens defenders, and he was off to the races. Pens have been here before, Jeremy. They trailed yesterday morning's game, if we remember that epic comeback. And what happened there?
They were down 3-1. They were down 4-2 in that one. 3 goals in the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And the Pens have the horses to do it as the Mission sneaks somebody free again on a breakaway. Hanner there for that one as the player ends up going over the netminder. Paris unable to clear on first attempt, but following on is Ofteride, who sends it all the way down. It should not be far enough for icing. It is not. Nice 9-iron. His dad's a pretty good golfer. I bet you he taught him that one. Evans.
Amazing off the tee is.
Fires high, short side. It's off the blocker. Now Armstrong. Armstrong cycling at the top of the zone. Knocked off of his stick and back on the Mission. They free up a man. It's a 2-on-1. Kaminsky defending. Shot in. Block. Gloved down by Hanner. As Sproul gets to it. He sends it up to Armstrong. Armstrong dips it. Can Evans beat him in a race? A great clear by the Mission. Evans will get to the puck in the corner. And work it to Shub. Battle on the boards. Back to the point man for Star. Star back to the corner. It'll be Shub giving chase. There's going to be a collision every time he does. It'll be Carter. Shub. Carter. Paris shot. Stop. Rebound. Stopped again. Woodward. With the beauty of a save. Shuby back on it. Pens pressuring here. This line has it working. Puck comes free. It's Star in the middle. His shot blocked. Tipped past and it'll be dangerous. Chang finding Keefe in. Stopped again by Hanner.
A chance at the Mission defensive zone, all by Evans, who continued on the forecheck by himself, allowed the Penguins to get a change, went to work. Paris with a good look, good opportunity, but Mission getting these quick strike breaks up the ice where they're able to generate some odd man rushes, and Hanner having to come up absolutely golden once again.
Yeah, it's been the counterattack here in this second period for the Mission, creating a ton of offensive chances. There's another one off the stick of Cooney on the backhand. Hanner there again. Face off to the left of Hanner.
Needless to say, that next goal is huge, Jeremy.
It will be. And Pens have had their chances. Woodward's been there. We've mentioned how many chances the Mission have had, and Hanner's been there for most of those as the battle in the corner. It's a tough angle for us to get a look at here, folks. So it's a corner battle. You guys are fine. As the Mission come out with it, it's O'Gara again, this time to Cooney for a shot blocked out front. More battles in the corner. And it looks like the Pens this time. It's Real. Real. Back for Villela. Villela taps it forward looking for Evans. Doesn't come through. Second time does. Evans looks to Filiaggi. No icing here as it's in on net. And covered by Woodward. So Pens will get an offensive zone faceoff. So Colby, we talked about it before. Have you gotten the Chicago dog yet?
Oh, you're onto this conversation. I couldn't wait. I have not got a Chicago dog yet. I know our crew has. They hit up the hot dog joint. They were saying to me, Jeremy, and something to see, it was like Joey Chestnut eating hot dogs the way they prepared them. They could not believe how quick they were throwing these Chicago-style dogs together. A must-have if you're in Chicago.
Well, I'm going to have to get one before we leave. The Mission. Run the breakout. Getting it up to 19 Henriksen. Played to the right. Rappel enters the zone. Now it's Henriksen cycling in the corner. Working the puck back to Rolf at the point. Plays it cross ice. That's Waldeck in on net. Battled for behind. That battle moves to the boards. Mission control. They're winning these battles again, Colby. That shot in, blocked by Ofterheide. Ofterheide looks stunned. Shaking off the hand. As the Pens look to exit, chipped up by Carter to the stick of Sproul. He can't get control of it. Starr gets there. He's hard to beat, folks, as he turns it back the other way. Sproul sends across ice looking for Armstrong. Shipped into the offensive zone, but that deep door change forces the offsides.
How many times have we seen that this weekend? That one saving the Pens a little bit. End of the shift, tired. Worked in their favor here. Pens pushing here. They need a goal. They need to get some offensive zone time. It's this pesky Mission team.
Filiaggi to take the face off. Back to Julius. Julius able to get it out to center. No further. Chang with a nice tip to Henrik, and a better stick here by Filiaggi to pick it off. He goes into the wall. Uses the body nicely to protect. And the Pens will get a zone exit. It's Paris. Back after it, Mick. Like I said, not going to try to pronounce that last name.
Miniskelko, I believe it is. Miniskelko.
Mission into the Pen zone. Onsides, Chang. Heinrich spins out, finds an angle off the pad of Hanner right to the stick of Filiaggi, and he pots it in his own cage.
Well, an accidental own goal by Filiaggi as he comes back, actually, in really good position to help out.
Got to the puck, just turned it right into the post, and it banks into the cage. You said next goal would be important. Maybe the next one's even more important. Let's hope that's going to be on the Pens side here.
Pens haven't trailed by 3 this weekend. 2 the most. As they were able to come back twice. Come back twice yesterday morning, down by 2. We'll see if the 3-goal comeback is in the cards here today.
And the Mission work it up to the right side. Heinrich blazes into the offensive zone. Starr there to defend off nicely. Able to take the puck. He went down to his knees. He's able to get back up and have the puck on the rush. Off the skate of a Mission forward forces the Pens offsides.
They're almost right there, this Pens team, with execution just a little bit off on some of their rush plays and some of their odd man rushes. They're unable to connect and make things work.
Woods to take the draw here against Carter. Carter with Real and Evans. Want it back to Star to Kaminsky. Kaminsky gets it into the offensive zone, and the Pens will get possession of it there as Rio comes off the wall. He's stick checked. I feel like the Mission are really good with their sticks, both intercepting passes and knocking pucks off of sticks. Carter able to break up a play. Star to the corner. Star off the boards looking for Rio. Rio kind of skipped on top of the defenseman there, and he was allowed him to cut down and make the play. But Evans tries to find Rio, and instead Miller picks it off. Rio trying to escape up ice here. He's got the speed and he's got the hot stick. Looks like he's trying to get free out into the neutral zone, and here he will. And he may have a breakaway from his own end. Skating in up the right, firing one, stopped by Woodward.
Good pressure by the defenseman of Mission as Rio was off. How many times have we seen him streaking down that right side, ever so dangerous? The goaltender stands his ground, perfect positioning, top of the crease. Not much to look at there. It was a perfect angle from us from our broadcasting booth here, Jeremy.
Filiaggi on the draw, wins it back towards Ofteride, but it's cut off by O'Gara, who's been a gem in this one. Ofteride stick breaks it up. Now Armstrong will try to get it in the zone. Filiaggi does, but right back come the Mission. O'Gara, Ofteride again. And O'Keefe tries backside for Cooney, who was open, but the last Pens defenseman able to make the play there on the interception. Mission getting behind the Pens defense, even in their own end a little bit. Armstrong gives pressure. Mission reverse sides, run the breakout up the right. That breakout cut off by Armstrong. Great pressure by Sproul. Now Sproul will do battle in the corner with Armstrong. And coming in to swipe the puck is Cooney, who works it up to O'Keefe, who drives out through center. He's 1-on-2, Villela and Armstrong. Villela takes him wide into the corner, in behind. Filiaggi falls down, but they're able to work it to Armstrong at the point. His pass cut off by O'Gara. And the Mission battle on the wall. Off comes O'Gara, shot off the side of the net. Net is knocked loose.
Filiaggi with a good defensive play, a hard stuff play there at the net as he drops down in his center position as the puck was muddled up on the wall down here. And he makes a hard play into O'Gara, who's been an absolute force. Low center of gravity on O'Gara. Strong on his skates, good puck skills. Another chance for him at the net, but Filiaggi makes a hard play.
Mission win the draw. Kept in by Rolf at the point, battle on the wall. They've done a ton of damage out of these battles. Sneaking guys open. This one a D-to-D play. Gets open and Parents over skates the puck. He had Shub streaking up the ice. One of those like football players who starts running before he catches it. But he stays with it. He's able to get it to Shub. Shub to Carter. That horn signifies the end of period one. Through two. It's Mission 4. Your Pens Elite 1. 16-16 in the recorded shots here. A pretty even game. What's been the difference, Colby?
I think more action around Hanner, around the Pens net for this Mission team, throwing pucks in and around, starting some scrums, some havoc, and of course we saw the shot off of Kaminsky's stick that went top cheddar, and then the own goal as it banks off Filiaggi in and around the net, and that's that little havoc that they're causing. Hanner's had to be sharp, obviously coming across athletically, but sharp at the poke check on centering passes, but then the puck just lays there. There's all kinds of trouble, but this Mission team is a good skating, puck supporting, kind of chip and charge to each other type of team, and the Pens will have to find a way to generate just a little bit more havoc in and around the Mission net this period. They want to have a hope to get back, but those two tipped own goals seem to be a big difference that period.
So it sounds like you're talking a little bit about something they refer to as puck luck.
Yeah, the puck luck, definitely. I mean, you got to have puck luck. It sounds like something we just made up, and you hear a lot of professional.
What's your favorite dish to bring to a puck? Oh, that's potluck. I'm sorry.
Jeremy and I didn't have breakfast this morning as we rushed our kids to the rink, and so food is generally on our mind here in the broadcast booth. And
I think sometimes, though, puck luck, you create your own, and I think the Mission have done a good job with body position, winning battles, and creating offense from there.
you mentioned their sticks, and they don't do more than they have to. If they have support, it's just a bump it to a guy with speed. They don't overhandle it. It's just a poke here, a poke there, and the Pens can't get those bounces to go their own way.
The Mission work it into the Penguin zone. Mission fans want to call for a trip, not going to get one. The referees seem to have started calling a bit less here after calling everything early in the game. Puck trickles in on Hanner. He'll make the stop. Pens will get a line change. It'll be Filiaggi stepping into the faceoff circle to the left of Hanner. Won by the Mission. Back to the point, Miller. D to D, I think that's Rolf on the opposite side. Shot in, sent wide to the cage off of Hanner's stick. Cleared by the Pens up to Reel. Reel steps around a defender. He's got Evans with him. He's tied up a bit. No call on that. Now Reel runs over a player. With the puck still, tips it over. He'll find Evans. Evans has Filiaggi. Shoots one from outside. I don't know if he was looking for Filiaggi or the net. He had Filiaggi on the backside in behind. Filiaggi gives chase in after. Evans pressures. Sent around by Rolf as the Mission are able to exit the zone. Star back. The Pens changing a defense, so it's a 2-on-2 off the right. Filiaggi on the back check. Comes in again off the side of the cage. They love to create havoc there. Off the right has Evans. He sees him. He gets it to him. Evans one-on-one here. Cuts between the defenders. Comes around. He's grabbed and hauled to the ice. No call on that one. Back to the point off their high. Banks it off the boards. In for Evans. Leaves it for Sproul. Sproul now Carter. The Mission will try to exit and will. It'll be Evans at center. Evans tries to pass. His pass blocked by Heinrich. Now Kaminsky. Off the ride, rims it back around. You got it! Pass set in front. Evans there to break it up, chip it out towards center. Able to get there, but taken right back by the Mission. Now Evans again. Penguins getting a change. Worked up to Woods. Backed off the boards, off the ride, but Woods able to sneak by him. Armstrong defending there, centering pass. They just get it into those danger areas. This comes from up top. Kaminsky blocks it and puts it in a corner. Coming off the corner, centering it, picking it off is Sproul. Sproul back for Armstrong. Armstrong tips it up into the Mission zone where Sproul will get pressure. Mission work it over to Woods. Woods pass picked off by Filiaggi. The Sproul pressure forces the play. Filiaggi drives the middle. He's stopped there, and now we're going to get a penalty. Wow.
Seen some calls let slide, a little puck battle there, and Filiaggi ends up on the right side as Mission defender falls. We saw Evans in a mix-up earlier, and almost the same type of play go unpenalized. And that's the puck luck we're talking about. It just been frustrating here for the Penguins to get anything going.
That goes back to the penalty kill. It'll be Sproul and Armstrong, Julius and Villela. Mission control. O'Gara having a day. Back to the point. Controlling their roll. Pressured by Sproul. Work to the corner, Julius. Now Sproul. Julius tips it forward. Can Armstrong get there to get it out? No, the Mission keep it in. Now the Penguins could get running around here if they don't watch it. Julius leaves, or Villela leaves it for Julius, but it's picked up by O'Gara. He turns. Pressure by Sproul. And the Pens left somebody in front. It skips over the stick of O'Keefe, gathered in by Armstrong, and he's able to high
tap that off the boards out to center. Pens will get 2 of 4 change, now 3 of 4. In comes O'Keefe. Villela keeps him wide. He's the lone Penguin left out there. Star will battle. Backside look to O'Gara, but it comes free to Miller. His shot blocked out front once, twice. Puck spun wide of the cage by the Mission. Back to the stick of O'Gara. Pressured by Parrish. Mission at the end of a bit of a long power play shift here. 15 left on the penalty kills. Parrish gets it into the offensive zone, fires it all the way down. Rolf to pick it up. Shub with the pressure. Power play coming to an end for the Mission here as Carter comes in and Ofterai gets there. He finds Filiaggi. Filiaggi turns it, sends it off the stick of Ofterai. Following on Shub. He's unable to get control. O'Gara back up ice. O'Gara and O'Keefe been out there for about 2 minutes now for the Mission. They've got to be winded. Penguins need to take advantage of this. Ofterai finds Shub. Shub taps it for Filiaggi. Filiaggi around a defender into the offensive zone. He's got Carter in a 2-on-2. Banks it off the board. Cuts to the middle. What a play by Filiaggi. And he finds Carter for the tap-a-roo. What a play by Luca Filiaggi. Possessing it along the wall, making a move, coming back in front and finding the open teammate to make it 4-2.
Possessing the puck. He was possessed himself, Jeremy. Unbelievable. Through 3 Mission defenders. There's a little bit of puck luck. It hits a body. Filiaggi jumps over in the neutral zone. Has to dangle through 3 or 4 guys. And then the poise and patience to hang on to the puck and make a great feed across. Unbelievable effort by Filiaggi. There it is.
And the Penguins get a call.
Wow, here we go. You could not call that, Timmy.
It took a blatant hook in order to actually get, in order for the Pens to get a call, but they will get to the power play nonetheless. 9:42. They've cut the gap to 4-2. The Carter goal. It'll be Filiaggi, Evans, Villela, and Kaminsky face off back to Kaminsky. Great win there by Filiaggi.
Support on the puck. They need another guy in there.
Support by Kaminsky. Battled on the wall.
There we
Comes
go.
free. It'll be Evans.
Pull it out of there.
Evans will possess it. Walk it in. He's got Villela. He tries for him. Doesn't get through. Filiaggi able to keep it in, but not for long. And a little bit of confusion here. The puck comes free. It's Filiaggi. Evans will drive. He tries for Evans. Stick is tied up on the play. Battle on the boards. Support coming from Real. Back to Star. Penguins with the puck here. He's pressured. He'll lift it up and it goes out of play. 48 seconds left on the power play. 9 minutes left in the game. Shots even. Game relatively even. I think the Mission have had maybe a few more chances created off the rush. Filiaggi steps in. Takes the face off to himself. Forward, plays it further for Evans. Evans sneaks free. Comes around behind. And he and Filiaggi will battle now. It's Evans. Lifting it up to Star at the point. Star fires one. Banks off of a defenseman in front. Filiaggi gets to it.
You need some help over there, Jeremy. It's just got to outman him in these situations on balance.
Banked off the board. Star will step up and the Mission able to clear. Julius chases it down. Chang on him immediately. Oh, Julius loses control. It comes to Chang and shot in on net, Heinrich. And Chang just levels a Penguins player in front of the net.
It looks like another penalty here.
Nope, I don't think so, Cole.
I think so. Chang.
Maybe. Yes, we will. Good eye. You're going to get a rough. 2 seconds of 5-on-3. As a faceoff will come the whole way down to the Mission zone. He'll get a rough in front of the net for the late hit. Mission coach wants to have a conversation with the official on this one.
Seems to be wasting his breath over there.
He's probably explaining his player got hit first after poking the goaltender.
It's usually the retaliation, Jeremy.
But Chang coming in and clearing out the front with a violent hit, getting the roughing call. She explains it to him, and now she asks him to please be quiet. And now she's barking right back. And the Pens will have that 5-on-3, 2-1. He's out, it's 5-on-4, but Pens still on the power play. Puck comes free, oh, just behind Carter, and back comes Wood. Wood and Ofterhide. Carries around one, back pressure by Carter, sent across crease for Heinrich, and the Pens have numbers if they hurry. Firing it up, but cut off nicely by the Mission defense. At this level, penalty killing with pressure can be dangerous. It'll be Walbeck. A coming down play, a slash will get called as he knocks the stick out of his head. I think you were going to get that call.
Knocks the stick out of the Mission player's hand. Wallace, I believe. Walzer.
And it'll be Sproul. A bit of the Penguins' will headed into the penalty box for a minute and a half.
Nicely done, partner.
Paris on the draw. 4-on-4 hockey here for 47 seconds. Shot from the outside, gloved by Hanner.
Amazing by Hanner to track that puck through traffic. Those moving screens in front of the goaltender as Hanner gets a piece of it with his glove. Quickly jumps on it. Strong game by Hanner today.
Shuby to take the draw. Mission win it back to Miller at the point. Skips in off of a skate. Cleared by Julius, kept in by the Mission. Sorry for the hiccup there, folks. Brought off the wall. Snaps one off. That's Cooney. Stopped by Hanner. Now it's side of the net as it's battled for, and whistle blows this time. Nothing worse for wear in front.
This Mission team, what a poise on those board battles. They'll wait, they'll accept the pressure, they'll feel where you are on their backs as they protect the puck and spin off you the other way and can create a lot of chances off that down low in the offensive zone.
Filiaggi to take the draw here. Shot in from the point again, stopped by Hanner.
The YouTube chat has gone a little quiet here. Everyone on the edge of their seat as they enjoy another swirly production.
Face-off won by Chicago again. 4-on-4 looks a bit like a power play here. But O'Gara loses control. It'll be Evans, hounded a bit from behind. As Starr will end up with it in his own end, he's pressured by Cooney. Cooney will come away with it. Now off their idle battle. He'll rim it around for his partner, Starr. He tries to tip it past, can't get it through. Mission are on a power play at this point in time for about another 25 seconds. Puck out to the top. Rolf, there. Hanner's glove. There's Wells.
Hanner sitting in a rocking chair back there making those saves through traffic. That one is straight on. Nice play by the Mission defender here on the power play to slide over into that quiet spot and lose his checking defender in that zone. Nice shot. Hanner easily handles it.
Face-off won again by the Mission. Centering pass, cut off by Kaminsky, clear, right to Chang, rebound, also to Chang, shot by Keefe off the side of the boards. Pressure coming though,
Ooh.
and unable to clear with the Pens. Keefe, Chang in front, Villela there to make the stop, and it's Parrish out of the box. He can't get to it. Real will follow on. His puck pressure forces it into the corner. 5:55 to play, period 3. Pens trail 4-2. Backed off the boards to the point. Villela back to Real. Real back to Villela. It goes between his legs out to center. Villela will turn with it. Stafer turn to the outside, gets it to Real. Real taps it forward. He's into the offensive zone. He's got Parrish driving the net. He skips it forward looking for Parrish. Blocked there by the Mission defense and brought on by Andrew Chang. Chang to Keefe. Keep into the zone. One-on-one move, and he just blows by into the middle. Penguins trying to sneak Armstrong out the back. That pass cut off by Waldeck. Waldeck, defenseman around one, centers to Chang. He skips one off the side of the cage. I feel like I say skip a lot. Maybe should have named a child Skip instead of Squish. Armstrong up through center to Parrish. Parrish makes a move. Power move, fires one back blocker side, stopped and held.
Pens players crash into the net looking for that rebound. Nice play by Paris. Get to that open ice out wide, out of the traffic with that big lanky reach. Laid there for a second, Jeremy. Penguins unable to pounce on it. Offensive zone faceoff.
It'll be Filiaggi with Armstrong and Sproul. Alterhide and Kaminsky, the defenseman. Face-off one by Filiaggi forward, gathered in by the Mission, though. Up to the half wall, banked off that, gathered by Kaminsky at center. He'll make a move. He's pressured immediately by the Mission, and back they come. Centering pass, brought to the middle. Alterhide cuts it off. Oh, off to the boards for Armstrong. Armstrong off of Filiaggi's stick. He had him blazing through center. Just rolls off his stick. Back on the Mission. Drawn. Now Rappel. Kaminsky. Maybe tried to send a message here. Played by Filiaggi to Sproul. He's got a little bit of room. And he'll skate the puck through center. Up the left. Pressured there. Leaves the puck. Followed on by Filiaggi. Filiaggi cuts to the middle. Centers looking for Armstrong, I believe. Cut off by the Mission. And back they come. Out through center. One-on-one with Kaminsky. Delays. Lets the line change happen for his teammates as they get O'Gara back on. And it's played in behind for Drawn. Alterhide there with the stick, dislodging it for a moment. Mission back on it, turning to the middle, nobody pressures. And a shot off the side of the cage. Now Alterhide will bank it up off the boards, looking for Shub. Shub will go through somebody if he has to. Carter able to get it out to center. Sproul trying to follow on, and he'll get it and fire it into the offensive zone. He'll complete his line change. Carter with the pressure forces it back. Shub will go in after it. And the Mission escape. O'Gara up the right. Carter on the back pressure. Now Julius will fight for it. Shot comes in. Hanner with the stop.
Puck just stuck to Hanner there. It was interesting watching the shift early with O'Gara. We know the game that he's had so far for the Mission. And Shub, our pesky Shub, all over him through the neutral zone. They were battling two strong-willed players. Fun to watch.
Filiaggi to take the faceoff, wins it back to Starr. Jack Reel escapes up the middle, but only for a bit. Can he tap it forward? He does. Filiaggi hauled down to the play. Pens will head to the power play.
We saw a penalty like that called on Armstrong a minute into the game as he got knocked down, and it's just that flailing desperation play on the puck and catching the player's skate. Looks like a timeout by Coach Conway here. We'll gather the troops in. I wonder if Hanner will be taking a seat as they try to push for 2 goals.
He pulled that trigger once before, and it worked. A 4-2 deficit to come back from, minute and a half of power play time here for the Pens Elite.
Wouldn't this be something? We saw yesterday morning, heroics. If you don't believe us, go back on the subscribe to Cinnamon Swirl TV and go back and watch the game against the Windy City team from yesterday morning.
3
Beautiful.
goals in 3:30. Do they have 2 in 2:39 in this one? Let's hope so. We want to take a moment to thank all the Swirlies out there. 335 subscribers. Let's keep it going. Tell your friends, tell your family. Also follow us on Twitter, Cine TV. Your Cinnamon Swirl team producer, the man behind it all, Nick Paris. cameraman who, talk about the shots this weekend. How nice is it to not have the big net in front of us? Cameraman Chris Merlot working the camera, able to zoom in, able to get some great shots for us. Great job by him, and myself, play-by-play man Jeremy Evans, and the newest member of the team, the color commentation coming from the one, the only Colby Armstrong.
What a weekend, what a treat. Truly successful weekend. Be nice to go on a high. There's a table set here with the man advantage. Goalie Hanner, who had a gem of a game, making tons of quality saves on the bench. 6-on-4 situation. Can that car ride be fun, Jeremy?
What's the key in this 6-on-4 here, Colby?
Outman them as they set up here now.
Off the ride, reel, off the ride, star, star, reel, reel, star, star, reel. Penguins move, sending one across the off the ride, off of his stick. Banks it to the corner, tough play there, and back come O'Gara looking for, I believe, his third as he goes around Star and finds the empty net.
Tough bounce off the boards for Ofterhide as he tried to do a bank play down, get that puck to Rio. Nicely set up on a good rotation. I think eventually you want to get one of those guys up to the top in the middle would be ideal. Kind of work it into an umbrella, as they call it, Jeremy, to generate a shot.
They're going to put Hanner back in for the center ice draw here. Short-handed goal by O'Gara gives him 3 on the game. What do they call that in hockey, Colby?
A turkey.
A turkey. Face-off won by the Pens, back in towards the goaltender. Woodward pressured by Paris. Out to the point, it's Kaminsky. Kaminsky fires one in. Glove down by the Mission defense. 5-2 Mission, empty netter. Extending the lead to 3.
What a skater this kid is.
O'Keefe blazes through center. He's stood up on the play by Kaminsky, and the Pens will get a penalty.
I mean, honestly, what are you going to do when he's coming that fast at you? You just try to get in his way, and 2 Penguins converge. I don't know who it's going to be, Kaminsky here, as he came over and just fell onto the blazing rocket Keefe through the neutral zone. What a skater that kid is. Been flying all day, all morning. Must be on the Red Bull this morning by the looks of it.
4-on-4 action, 27 seconds. It'll be Carter to take the draw. Up to Shub. Shub banks it off the boards. He'll pick it up on the other side. Shub barreling in. Julius with him. He curls up. Bumped there. Keeps it in. It's Shub now. Shub stopping, loses control of the puck. Julius with some pressure at center. Able to dislodge it. Playing like a forward, Julius here. Gets control. Tries to go off the boards. Cut off nicely by Miller. Penalty over. And O'Keefe is behind the plate. Blazes in. A nice back pressure there by Starr. I think threw him off. I don't know if he got the stick, but he bumped him enough to make the play a difficult shot. And the Pens are on the penalty kill for most of the rest of the game here, as Julius comes away with it. Fires it across for Carter. Carter into the offensive zone. He'll dump it in, and the Pens will get a change. 40 seconds remaining. Mission with it. Sproul on the pressure with Armstrong. Almost forces the turnover.
We're just unable to get those turnovers all game. They'll stick on pucks. It just didn't seem to bounce the Penguins' way.
Now,
some of those forechecking moments.
Chang and Alonso teaming up. Alonso comes in front. Hanner with the stop. Rebound cleared by Sproul. 10 seconds left. Penalty over. And soon we'll see the horn. That'll end the third period. The Pens fall in the final game of the Challenger Series here, 5-2 to the Mission. So a 4-1 run to start. I thought the Pens had a great weekend despite the final game here. Any thoughts from you, Colby?
Successful weekends. 4 wins, 1 loss. We saw a little bit of everything as we've talked about through the broadcast. A penalty shot, comebacks, goalie pulled to a goal situation. As this team tries to come together early in the season here in Chicago. A nice little tournament. The rink setup was great. Fun hanging out and getting to know everybody on our side of things as we're new here to this team and to the parents. I loved it. It's great being part of the broadcast, and you got to hand it to this Mission team, though. I mean, a really strong, nice skating, puck possession, poised team. We saw several plays in and around the net, backdoor passes. This is a really, really good team. Sure, we'll be seeing more of them this year.
We'll definitely see them a bunch this year, and I think maybe a little bit of the Pens' depth as far as not numbers. Short 2 guys catches up a little bit when you get late in these 5-game weekends. 2 games, and then this game early this morning. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for subscribing. Do we have something on there?
Andy Cron's giving a shout out to Swirly Nation. Swirly Nation t-shirts are being asked. We'll see if those are in the works.
We should do something like that. That would be fun. Thank you all for joining us. We'll be in Cleveland next week on the Mistake by the Lake for a little bit of hockey action. Another series to play there, a showcase, all top-end teams. So join us then. Thank you again for watching all weekend, and we'll talk